I'm in the shop today, and I've been putting honey supers on my hives today, but I thought I'd show you real quick how I do it. This method is amazing. The bees immediately start working these frames. As a matter of fact, when I pull the quilt box off and the bees flare up, because I don't typically use smoke, I'll just pop the top hot box off. Bees will flare up a little bit and they say, "What's going on?" I pop this honey super on, they smell it, they turn around, boom, they're back working on it. They're like, "We don't care what you're doing. We're going after these supers." So I'm gonna show you how I do it. I've put videos about this before, how I do it, but I use a honey paw honey scraper. It uses a wallpaper steamer to create the heat, and I run it long ways the first time through, and then I run it vertical the second time. And when you slit it this way, that allows that slot to open up the cell, and the honey gets pulled out when you put it in the extractor. The beautiful thing about this honey paw is it really doesn't remove the cappings. It just cuts slits in them. So the bees still have all this honey and wax to rebuild the frames. So you can see when I get done extracting them, I freeze these frames for 1 week. And then I stack them and I put tape on the seams. I have a screen on the bottom of the stack, a screen on the top of the stack, and the stack's elevated with a removable pan underneath. So as these frames drip, and they will drip for a month or two, I'll pull those trays out and clean that honey off and put the trays back in. And the other issue with those trays, or the other opportunity with those trays, is if there was a single piece of wax moth poop or small hive beetle poop on that tray, I know I have a problem in that stack. But I'll tell you, this year I had 3 stacks, probably 15 supers each, all wet, not a single issue, because I froze them and I put screens on them and I maintain really dry temperature in the basement with 2 dehumidifiers. So get back to this. So what I'll do is I start dividing this stuff up. I'll give them, the first frame will be a nice thick heavy frame like that, and then I'll give them one that's not so great, and then I'll put another heavy frame and another one, say, not so great. And so what I'm doing is checkerboarding these, and the bees will start working on these things almost immediately. So that's how I do it. And it gives everybody equal opportunity because they all kind of have the same setup. Nobody gets all the honey frames. They get like a portion of them. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. It works for me. I thought maybe you might want to take a look at it.